Welcome to your online source for calculator tutorials. In this tutorial, we will learn how to perform basic calculations directly from the home screen. Make sure your home screen is clear and your calculator screen looks like mine. Your basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division can all be accomplished directly from the home screen. I'll just do a couple of calculations for example. You could take 35 plus 62, just hit enter. And notice how it will draw the answer to the next line. Let me do a quick subtraction. 40 minus 12. And we'll do a division as well. Alright, nothing real complicated there. You've probably done operations like these countless times before. Just remember to press enter after entering an expression, and this will evaluate the expression and put the answer on the next line. If at any time during this tutorial you are unsure of what buttons are being pressed, you can either pause and rewind the video or look at the key press history located to the right of the screen. In addition to our normal operations, you can also square numbers. For example, I can type 3 and then use the x squared button here to square the number. Or I can just as easily use the caret button and go 3 caret 2 to square as well. Either way is acceptable. Also using the caret button you can raise things to larger powers, like for example 3. So if I cube 5, the result there is 125. You can also easily take square roots. If you notice, the square root button is above the x squared button on the left hand side, and it's written in blue. Commands written in blue can be activated by first pressing the second button located at the top left of the calculator and then pressing the desired button. For example, to type in square root of 2, I simply hit second, x squared, followed by the 2. Notice how it starts the parentheses for me. I'll need to close those and then hit enter. And that gives me the value of square root of 2. But what about higher roots, like a cube root? Remember that roots are just fractional powers. Just now when I took the square root of 2, I could have just as easily typed in 2 raised to the 1/2 power. Now anytime you are using fractional powers in an exponent, you want to put those in parentheses. So 2 to the 1/2 power should give me the exact same result as what I got taking the square root, and in fact it does. Alright. So let's try a slightly harder root, like say the cube root. So what if I wanted to know the cube root of 27? Well, I would raise 27 to the 1/3 power. And of course the cube root of 27 is 3, because if you take 3 cubed you get 27. A fourth root you would raise to the 1/4 power, a fifth root you would raise to the 1/5 power, and so on. This concludes our basic calculations tutorial. Feel free to replay this tutorial or browse any of the other available topics on the course webpage.